this YouTube channel again. So this is Anusi Onyinye, and I'm the lead consultant at YouTube Properties. And on this YouTube channel, we get to talk about everything real estate. We drop educative real estate content, and here we talk about how to maximize real estate investment here in Nigeria. We advise you on the properties you should invest in and what you should expect in those when you invest in those properties. And also we bring to you the juiciest real estate deals in Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja, Dubai, and so many other places. So briefly today, I've had a lot of complaints about inflation in real estate prices. Why is that a price is this today and tomorrow is not the same? So I'm here to talk about the reason why there is inflation in real estate prices, or the price of houses and land, why there's price increase often. So stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, so like I said, the reason for inflation in the prices or the high prices of real estate, I had a client from the diaspora, about 2 clients. They saw a video, some of my previous videos on a particular house in Abidjan GRA that was selling for, was it 34 million naira and the other 45 million naira, and there was a price increase of which it changed to 40 million and 50 million respectively. That's appreciation of 6 million and 5 million naira respectively. And they were like, why? But I just saw this stuff a month ago. I saw this ad 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Why has it changed? And they insisted they were going to buy at the old price, which was 34 million naira. Then I tried to explain to them, of which it's my job as a realtor, as a professional realtor, to explain to you. So just like every other thing in the market, we know the current situation of Nigeria, and the way you go to buy is it sardine? I think the last time I got sardine, I was conscious of the price, was about 400 or 450, and then you go to the supermarket or a store or a superstore to buy that same product, and it's about 700 or 750. I heard even a loaf of bread that used to be like 500 or 400 is now about 700 or 800 right now in Nigeria. So the same way inflation is hitting the sardines, the bag of beans, the bread, the loaf of bread, and all of that, that is the same way it's hitting the building materials. The cost of tiles, the cost of sanitaries, the kitchen fittings, everything, a ton of sand or a trip of sand or a ton of rod or whatever it is that we are using to build these real estate materials, inflation as well hits them. That is why today you could see a property selling, a house selling for 50 million, and in the next 2 weeks or in the next 3 months, after a particular time, usually we always give warnings ahead so you can actually buy at the old price. So as I was saying, just as it affects the price of your foodstuffs in the market, the price of your gadgets, even phones, the same way dollar is going high for the cost of human hair. I'm trying to be as practical as possible. Everything, the cost of services. I used to, even to fill gas, I used to fill my cooking gas for about 6,000. The last I filled was 6,000, and it just finished, and I heard it's about 8,500. So that same way it is affecting every other thing. Inflation hits the cost of building materials that we use in building those houses. So now you're asking, okay, now inflation has hit all these houses or hit the price of these houses, and I still really want to buy a house. How do I go about this? Or hit the price of these houses, and I still really want to buy a house. How do I go about this? Yeah, so I'm going to give you a solution on the best way to still maximize real estate profit, your real estate profit or your real estate investment, by still investing in real estate. So what are the possible solutions? As stating the problem and stating the current situation of things, I also should state the possible solutions to curb these problems. What are the things you should put in place that would protect you from having so much inflation, or inflation hitting you so hard while you're still investing in real estate? You want to know, right? So it is simple. Buying off-plan properties. Like, I cannot overemphasize the importance or the good sides of buying off-plan properties. When you buy off-plan properties, it is simple. You buy below the current market value. There was an apartment we sold somewhere in Lekki. I had a couple of clients that bought into the apartment, and it started selling for about 40 million naira. as at last year. Offplan, of course, so we are still in the construction process. And a year after, it wasn't even up to a year after, it was sold out. And that particular Offplan property, the current market value of it right now is about 55 million naira. It's a 2-bedroom apartment in Lekki. So then he was selling for 40 million naira. So we definitely, all my clients that got below the current market value. So how do you go about off-plan properties? You make an initial deposit. Once you're making an initial deposit, say 10 million or 20 million for a property of 50, 60, 80 million, 100 million, depending on what that particular developer asks for, you lock it up at the old price. So when you're having an increase, probably in the next 2 weeks, in the next 1 month, you're still paying up at the old price. I don't know if I'm making sense. So I would love to break it down and be as practical as possible. There's a property currently selling for 70 million naira, and there's going to be a price increase from the 1st of November. That's ambient height. I don't know, you must have seen me talk about it a couple of times in my previous videos, and it's currently selling for 70 million naira. And from the 1st of November, which is in like 2 days or 3 days from when I'm shooting this current video, is going to be 75 million naira. So a wise investor, you pay an initial deposit of 10 million, be 20 million, you lock it down at that 70 million. You pay up within 3 months or 6 months with little interest. Do you understand me? So that's why I said the power of initial deposit. I think I've talked about that in one of my previous videos. You make an initial deposit on an off-plan sale and you pay up at that old price. That way you're still getting value, the same value, from a little amount or from a lesser price, or lesser than the actual current market value of that particular property. So like I always say, off-plan is amazing. I think in my next video I'll give like a detailed reason why an off-plan property is one of the best you should ever think of. So to end this video, I would like to tell you, whenever you see an off-plan property, whenever you see a property that you like, do not wait. Inflation can hit it at any moment, can get sold out at any moment. So you should just find out, can I make an initial deposit? Make an initial deposit and lock it up at the old price, and you get to spread your payment over 3 months, 6 months, 10 months, 1 year, depending on how flexible you can go or how the developer likes it. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, please like, please subscribe to my page, and be sure you get amazing real estate content, and I'll be glad to lead you to your dream home, to your dream investment. My name remains Onyinyechi Anusi, and I am the lead consultant for Yechi Properties. I hope to see you in my next video.